I'm Nicky Amore, certified financial planner and certified private wealth advisor at Falcon Wealth Planning. When diving into finance, the first thing you want to do is build your budget. A budget provides financial security and peace of mind. It tells you what matters most to you. So, being mindful, it helps you keep track of your finances. Garbage data in means garbage data out. It's one of the best ways to hold yourself accountable. So it gives you a fierce conversation with reality. I tell my clients all the time, we all flatter ourselves that we're thinking creatures who occasionally feel, but in reality, we're feeling creatures who occasionally think. When you dive into the data and you look at how you actually spend your money, a budget can help you stay on track and make informed decisions. It tells you how much of a car or how much of a home you can actually afford. When you think about it long term, you want to be very attentive for how much you can actually afford to achieve your long term financial goals. It gives you a method for measuring progress, and it may take some time to see results. Saving 15% of what you make every year is the goal. So for every dollar that you make, you pay your future self 15 cents. If you can't start at 15%, start at 10% and then increase 1% every year. If you get a raise, take 50% of your annual increase and add that savings to your 401k until you max it out or until you get to 15%. Remember that raise you got? You could live without it before. Let's pay it to your future self. The best part about a budget is that it reduces your stress, but it does require some discipline. When you first create a budget, you want to determine your income and then list your monthly expenses, both fixed and variable, discretionary and essential, regular and irregular expenses. A question that I ask every client when I'm building their financial plan is, if someone put a check in your mailbox to cover the costs of your essential monthly expenses, how much would you want that check to be for? Think about, what is it that you consider essential? And what is it that you consider discretionary? Remember the things that you could live without before. When you're building your budget, set aside funds for every category and don't forget a savings one. Review and review and review and adjust your budget as necessary. Some common mistakes that I see in budgets are paying off low interest debt on an accelerated basis. Even Dave Ramsey says there's no reason to accelerate your mortgage payments until you're saving 15% of what you make every year. Savings is budget category number one because you're first on the payroll before anyone else. Pay yourself first. Another common mistake is underestimating expenses. You need to look at what's left over at the end of each month. What's coming in versus what's going out. Build your budget by looking at the most recent bank statement to itemize your expenses. Another common mistake is failing to account for irregular expenses like car maintenance or annual payments. Did you remember your anniversary this year? How about those holidays or birthdays? Ignoring credit card debt or any debt can also have a devastating impact. Think about over the last 100 years, stocks have returned 10% annually and bonds have returned about 5%. If you're paying debt at 23% interest, it can feel impossible to overcome. After the first month of using your budget, you may need to adjust it. The holes can happen in the form of a furnace needing to be replaced or unexpected medical expenses, which is why it's so important to set realistic goals. If you make $50,000 a year, it's not possible to save $60,000 a year. When you're building your budget, it's important that you also have the right tools. We have an attachment and a spreadsheet that you can fill out to build your own budget. And think about, you can use budgeting apps or you can use separate accounts as well. You can even use envelopes or coffee cans. The best system to use is the one that you will use. A financial planner can also help you build a budget as well. The benefits to having a budget in place are numerous, but you have to be mindful of reviewing and adjusting it as necessary. It will help you stay motivated and focused, and it will help you save money and focus on your goals-based investing. Let me ask you, if you didn't have to work, what 3 things would you enjoy spending your time doing instead? Having a budget can help you focus on what matters most to you. It reduces bad debt and improves your credit score. Are you ready to buy your first home? No problem. You've got a budget and great credit. Having a budget allows you to plan for the future. Do you want to change careers and buy a house with a skylight so you can paint full time? Your budget can help you with that. From all of us here at Falcon Wealth Planning, we look forward to serving you and thanks for your time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.